welcome you back into Swanee Sports Academy here on SUV TV. Joel Hillsman. I'll be joined by Chris Watkins for this contest. It will be the Georgia Hoopstars Elite taking on the Georgia Sting. Joel Hillsman, Swanee Sports Academy and Swanee, Georgia. PSB end of the road as you take a look at the long lineage of the Americans and alumni that have played here as well. The Sting will be in white, the Georgia Sting, taking on the Hoopstars, who will be in black. Alexis Brown, the headliner as well, and she'll be joined on the floor by Janae Simpson, Deshae Benjamin, who I actually absolutely love out of Laney High School, and Kajon Farrar. So we are underway. Rebound, Afua. Afua's shot is no good. Jernigan up, no. Afua fighting for it, and coming away with it will be Brown, and she was fouled on the floor. So it'll be Afua, Jernigan, Hunter, Janae Johnson, and Tyra Johnson. Joel Hillsman, glad to be here with you, joined by Chris Watkins, the Georgia Sting and the Georgia Hoopstars, and Benjamin walks it into the forecourt, and she has shown a lot of promise over the summer, Chris.
Most definitely. And what you're going to notice about Benjamin kind of is almost like a point forward. She's going to do a lot of handle. You know, she's going to bring the ball up the floor. She can help create for others as well as make her own shot. Another player to keep an eye on is the one that just scored there inside. Elena Davis is 6'2", 2017 out of Cross Creek.
She got that first hoop off the dime, and now here's the Hoopstars feeding the post. Janae Johnson, a long three, short, air ball, no good. A turnover, and the Georgia Sting will have it. They are in white, and a little pressure defense now coming from the Hoopstars. Here's Alexis Brown. She goes behind the back, dribbling with the right hand, now kicks it into the corner to Simpson. Simpson on the wing, goes around that screen. Now Simpson going to attack, stop, foul line jumper up, no shot, as the foul was on the floor by Janae Simpson, who was fouled out of Greenbrier High School in Evans, Georgia. William Avery, former Duke Blue Devil and Minnesota Timberwolves. This is his Georgia Sting bunch. Jumper is no good by Benjamin. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sting. J.D. Davis running the ship in the operation for the Georgia Hoopstars. So here is Alexis Brown looking, and she inbounds it to Benjamin. Benjamin now between the rings and peels it back out. She'll set it up, class of 2018. She's just a sophomore. Coming around the screen. There is Brown all the way, and she was fouled by Hunter on the floor, and it will be Sting basketball underneath on their own baseline. The baseline, Chris, which is filled with coaches, as usual, per the norm.
Yeah, any gym is home. You know, that's what it's like at all our Peach State basketball events. I mean, coaches from all over the country, over 100 schools have been in attendance throughout the weekend, whether it was at our PSB end of the road as well as our EBA Fab 5 camp.
I said when it's PSB and EBA, there's two things that always come with that, coaches and SUV TV.
As always, and what SUV TV brings, you know, it's kind of what makes these events special. The opportunity that if you make it and you're able to earn the opportunity on the championship game, then you get to be here on Championship Sunday.
Lovely, and it is that. PSB end of the road. Offensive foul call on Afua. Faustina Afua did not like it. We are in a slow start here as we're coming up. Almost 2 minutes gone by, not quite, but the Sting will be inbounding it. And checking into the contest is Nia Johnson out of Washington County High School, Sandersville, Georgia. She has the rock, and she crosses the timeline. Swings it over to Brown. Brown now hesitates, puts it on the floor with the left hand, tried to drive down the baseline, lost it. It was recovered, and then they kick it back around. It was recovered by Hughes. Here's Benjamin. Benjamin, hard right-hand dribble. She peels it back right, trying to feed down in the post, so she's just going to drive. Lost it. Jernigan going to come away with it. Jernigan over to Hunter. Hunter quickly into the forecourt, left hand and the right hand now peels it back out. Stop, walking into a three. A long three ball. No good by Tyra Johnson. On the floor with a rebound, and a foul will be called, and we will stay. Nope, we will go the other way. Offensive foul, loose ball foul called on the Georgia Hoopstars. It'll be Sting ball. So Johnson will walk it in. Saw her earlier this year, and she had her quick little spurt and showed signs of promise. She's running the offense, gives it down to Davis. Davis spins, kicks it over to Benjamin. Benjamin now tried to feed Davis. Afua was feeding the front in the post and knocked it away in a steal. Here's Johnson back this way for the Hoopstars. Tyra Johnson, tricky dribble, recovers, now peels it back out, and they'll set up the offense and gives it over to Janae Johnson. Johnson on the drive and a foul on Benjamin.
Johnson's a player I think a lot of these coaches need to keep an eye on for those looking for an available in 2016 class. Plays at Tequila High School with Faustine Afua, an available 2016 guard, averaged 14 points a game last year, for one of the better teams in Gwinnett County here locally.
Afua and Johnson will anchor that Tequila team as well. There's a long three by Miss Johnson. She wants to let you know that she's from Austin High School in Decatur, Alabama. Tyra Johnson, a three ball, and it is good. And they take a lead of 3-2. Going around, there's Johnson, Nia Johnson. Pull-up jumper, no. Davis couldn't get the rebound. Janae Johnson gets the rebound for the Hoopstars, and here they come. Into the forecourt, working away through traffic with the right hand and gives it over to Johnson. Johnson with the left hand dribble, bending and looking, trying to attack on Alexis Brown. Brown now comes up, is feisty with over to Hunter. Hunter now bounces it over to Johnson. Johnson stop, jumper up, no foul. She'll go to the free throw line. Janae Johnson going to the free throw line, and as Chris told you, she's out of Tequila High School. We saw her briefly for a little while in the earlier game right there. 5'9", class of 2016, and sinks her first free throw of the game and her first point. 4-2.
While we got the opportunity right here, I want to mention that Georgia Sting Avery is actually down from one of their players, kind of multi-tooled and faceted. McKenna Lawrence got a shoulder injury yesterday. Another one of those available 2016s. If you visit peachstatebasketball.com, you can see her S&P media page with full video breakdown with our Brandon Clay. Breaks down her game for all the college coaches.
Driving there is young Nia Johnson. Yeah, that's what made me hesitate when I was looking at their starting lineup. I was looking for Ms. Lauren, and she wasn't out there. Well, Chris breaks it down. Here is Johnson, free throw routine, up and in good. Out of Washington County High School, Sandersville, Georgia. And, man, they put out athletes down there in them parts of Georgia now, okay? Second free throw, good. Don't let the small town love fool you. They put them out there. Some Edwards done came out of there. Some Spikes done came out of there. Miss Johnson trying to come out of there as well. So here is Johnson, Tyra Johnson, driving for the Hoopstars. She's fouled. She's out of Alabama. Fouled up high. 5-4, kind of a sluggish start here in the first 4+ minutes of this contest. Tyra Johnson will be going to the free throw line for the Hoopstars. 5'8", class of 2016, Decatur, Alabama, and Austin High School, and she sinks her fourth point of the night, her first free throw. Second free throw, back iron, no. Afua fights for the rebound. It's on the floor. Alana Davis battling for it, comes away with it, gives it over, and now here comes Johnson. Johnson will command it and run the break. Johnson gonna go all the way, leaning in, shot, no. Afua rips down the rebound. Now they fight for it down there underneath below the basket on the baseline, out of bounds, and it will go to the Hoopstars. And a turnover, careless turnover by the Hoopstars in their backcourt. Careless turnover right there, and it will be Sting basketball. Substitution now for the Hoopstars. Checking in will be Sydney Fields. Fields out of Conyers, Georgia. Parkview High School. Parkview trying to shape up and be in pretty good shape. Don't they get Raven back this year as well?
Yeah, they get Raven back, Raven Johnson. A team at Parkview, when you talk about Parkview, Archer, McEachern, Norcross, are generally the top 3 or 4 teams here over the last 3 or 4 years in the state of Georgia in the highest classification.
Sydney Fields with a layup. It'll be a McEachern squad for the first time without Taya Cooper, but I think Jada Lewis may be ready to take command and lead that ship for the Indians. I know Coach Arthur does a fine job over there It's going to be good. It will be good there in Georgia. It's going to be good down in Florida as well and in South Carolina. We will turn our attention to that later. Miss Johnson drives. She traveling violation. The PSB end of the road. Chris, I forgot to tell you didn't bring my tissue, man. It has been an outstanding run this year.
Denny's Gym is home. You know, this is the last event. But wait, we'll probably maybe see you again October 17th. We do have our EBA Top 40 camp. So for those of you out there listening on the broadcast, be sure to visit peachstatebasketball.com. We do have our last set of the calendar year of our camp that we will be having on October 17th at Central Gwinnett High School.
Oh, yeah, forgot about that. Just Peach State basketball. It's just wonderful.
And that's just another opportunity where the players that attend that event will be able to play on SUV TV.
Exposure and showing that game, and it is something very fun. There goes Benjamin. Benjamin shot, bothered, and fouled from behind. She was fouled on that foul. Was that Fields? Yeah, Sydney Fields with the foul. 6'1", class of 2016. And Deshae Benjamin will go to the free throw line, class of 2018, 6 feet, out of Laney High School in Augusta. Free throw, back iron, no good by Ms. Benjamin.
I really like, what Coach Avery's doing here to start the game with the 1-4 high look, getting a UCLA cut, and then looking to get some ball screening action. Keep the ball in your guard's hands, whether it's Brown or Benjamin, and then they're getting those easy looks inside the players like Davis at the rim.
Benjamin goes through a free throw routine. She split them. That's her first points in the contest. She has one. It is 8-5. The Hoopstars leading the Sting. The Sting are in white. The Hoopstars are in black. Swing it over here. Fields. Fields came, and Benjamin picks up a foul. She didn't agree with the foul. Felt that she just lost her feet. Substitution now. Benjamin will go out. Simpson will come back in. Benjamin with a second foul. You do get 6 fouls. Don't mention foul trouble much in the PSB events. Fields looking. Inbound to Johnson. Johnson picked up by Johnson. Working it between the rings. Here comes the high screen from Mafua. Now going to drive all the way. Shot up. No. Johnson going to the free throw line. Tyra Johnson has checked in and has been very aggressive so far in the early going for the Hoopstars, Chris.
Great job there, coming off that ball screen and tackling with the left hand. Use a little bit of the hesitation, get the defender on their heels, and then gets that one dribble and gets by. And now let's get into the free throw line.
Free throw up and in, good by Johnson. Her 5th point, second free throw. She's 2 of 3 from the stripe today. Second free throw, this good. 6 points in the contest for Johnson. It is a 5-point Hoopstar lead. And here's Brown. Brown over to Simpson. Simpson stopped. Jumper was bothered by Field, who was long. Afua comes away with it. The length now beginning to be a factor here the last couple of moments for the Hoopstars. Sings it down in the corner. Field stops. She's going to pull a 3. No, I thought that was a pass, but it was a shot. 3, no good, out of bounds. 9:08 to go in what has been a sluggish first 6 or 7 minutes of this contest here in the first half. 10-5. Hoopstars with lead. Nia Johnson. Simpson got a screen, didn't want to use it from Farrar, and then kicks it back to Davis at the wing at the top. Davis puts it on the floor, drive, block, get it out. A block party by Miss Faustina Afua right there in front of the coaching staff that love everything about her, her height, her length, her size, and all of that, and the defensive effort, and she just swatted it away right there. Inbound to Johnson of the Sting, peels it back out, trailing by 5. Stops and gives it over to Simpson. Simpson catch, shoot, stop, no good. Off the side of the rim, rebound comes down to Tamishia Blue. Blue running all the way on the break. Blue all the way, layup good. Tamishia Blue turned on the speed in the forecourt. 5-5, class of 2016. Forest Park High School. And Coach Avery says that's enough. We have to call a timeout with 8:27 to go. A 7-point lead. 12-5 by the Hoopstars. It's time for ProspectNation.com instant replay. Ms. Blue on the break. On that break, and push that lead out to 7, 12-5 with 8:27 to go. The Georgia Hoopstars and the Georgia Sting. The Georgia Hoopstars are all in black. Nice design of the stars down the left and right sides of the uniform. And the Georgia Sting, very basic in the uniforms. I love them. As Brown will inbound it. All in white, trimmed in red. Red numbers, and the red numbers got a little hint of black going around it. So they give it to Brown. Alexis Brown, who holds it. She puts it on the floor with the left hand around the screen from Davis. Shot badly, missed to the right. Afua couldn't corral the rebound. It's on the floor. Davis comes away with it. Davis falling backwards, put it up, no. Rebound out of bounds off of the Sting and Simpson. It'll go over to the Hoopstars.
Davis looks a little frustrated in there right now. You know, she's showing that second and third effort, and that's kind of what she's able to do. It's a tough matchup in there for anybody against Afua inside, but Davis is not going to back down.
Harris' shot was blocked. Afua recovers, and she gets her first two of the night. It's 14-5. They push the lead to 9, and now foul here in the forecourt. The Hoopstars right now look together. Harris inbounds to Nia Johnson. And Johnson will hold. She's worked on by Tyra Johnson. Farrar is back in as well. She's coming out high on that left high wing. It's not there. That ain't Simpson. Simpson to Johnson. Good. They were patient with that one. Nia Johnson with her first field goal. She has 2 points. Ran that offense on the left side. Got the action and a little give and a go. And there's a help and a dime from Simpson. Blue all the way with speed. Blocked by Davis. Brown recovers. Up ahead to Johnson. Johnson on the break. Layup. Good.
Here we go. Georgia Sting making a run.
They've cut it to 5 with 7:06 to go. 14-9. A little push here. A little 4-0 spurt. Here's Blue. Blue comes around and it works it between the rings, trying to get a screen from Harris, who has checked in. Blue all the way, shot up, no good, hit the floor. Davis gets it to Johnson. Johnson now on the break, doesn't have numbers, but she's going to attack anyway. Go all the way up, count it, and the foul. Nia Johnson putting her imprint on the game. She'll go to the line and try and complete the three-point play.
Great job there in transition. Small little Euro step, what I really like, she got the ball off her right hip, got it in front of her so she could go through the fender and score it, as opposed to trying to rip through while she was going up at the rim.
I like the fact that once she got to about quarter out at the line, 28-foot mark, she decided, I'm going to go ahead and go, even though she didn't have the numbers. And then she gets the free throw for the three-point play, 14-12. So a 7-0 run now. 6:35 to go, less than that. Hunter running the offense to Afua. Afua puts it on the floor, and she gives it off to Jazz Smith, who's checked in. Smith feeds it back to Afua. Afua turning, shot up, no, foul by Alana Davis. Jasmine Smith checked in, 5'5", Collins Hill High School, class of 2016, and Afua will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that set right there with Afua looks like something that Coach Davis might have got off CoachHemme.com. In terms of where you have Afua, that you see that a lot in the NBA, where it's almost like a dribble handoff to the big, and the big just takes one dribble and then just sets that bump ball screen like Afua just did right there.
It is a CoachHemme.com specialty. Afua missed both free throws. Harris the rebound. And then Simpson shot and stole that pass. Up ahead, here's Johnson on the break again. Johnson layup good, shining bright like a light. She is. 11 points, 11 of the 14 right now for the Sting. She is keeping them in the contest, and it is tied 14-all and a 9-0 run. They feed it to Harris. Harris back to Jazz Smith. Smith trying to go back to Harris, gets the screen, goes around it, stop, picked up the dribble over to Hunter. Hunter, a long three by Field, no good, back on Simpson with the rebound. Johnson was leaking, it wasn't there, but here comes Simpson. Simpson up ahead, slow dribble, stop. Oh, dumped it off to Davis, layup good. Was in full control. Alana Davis with the layup, an 11-0 run, and they have the lead. A long three, good. Splash, splash, bang, bang. Be quiet. Miss Hunter with a three. She's out of Parkview. 5-5 and a class of 2016. Benjamin back into the game. Remember, she was sitting down, had those two fouls. Davis up fake, works on Afua. Afua blocked it. Recovered by Farrar, and Farrar is fouled. 17-16. It's time for a ProspectNation.com instant replay. A nice run here. And Miss Simpson, she was coming up from behind with the defender and slowed it up and then boom, dropped it off to Miss Davis, who laid it up off the window. 5:15 less than that. Brown peels it back out.
Golly, Davis, she is not going to back down all day. Taking a couple bumps at the rim on some blocks, but she just keeps going. Gets that easy bucket right there with the seal inside.
Third field goal of the contest for Miss Davis. She has 6. Now Field's shot was bothered by Simpson, and now they're going to say it was a foul on Simpson. A 9-0 run tied it at 14, and now the Sting have taken the lead 18-17. At the free throw line now for the Hoopstars, Sydney Fields. Fields' first free throw, good. Fields will go through a free throw routine, and the second one is good. So it has picked up now, and they take the lead. It is 19-18. We now go back and forth. Benjamin goes behind her, back between her legs. She's picked up by Jazz Smith. She's got the size advantage, so he's working the dribble on her. Gives it in this corner to kick it over to Yasmin Avery, who has checked in. Back out Farrar. Farrar to Benjamin. Benjamin has to come, hustle. Good save. Avery got it, tipped out of bounds, and it will be off of the Sting. Into the game also is Selena Fortune. Fortune is into the contest as well for the Sting. Benjamin, Fortune, Avery, Brown, and Farrar, the 5 on the floor for the Sting. Puts it on the floor, a traveling violation. Did not put it on the floor fast enough. Christina Massey hit with the traveling. Massey, Field, Hunter, Smith, and Harris, the 5 on the floor for the Hoopstars. Hoopstars with a 1-point lead, 19-18. Brown inbounds to Benjamin. Benjamin to Brown. Brown quickly into the forecourt, picked up by Hunter. Goes for behind her back, gets a screen from Farrar, now a foul, as Hunter was really putting some defense on her, get hit with a hand check.
One of the things that makes Georgia Sting Avery so difficult to play against is they have 2 players that can initiate and control and run the team, in both Benjamin and Brown. So when one of them's going, they can slide the other one to the wing, or hard to be able to pick. Hoopstars are just trying to do. It makes it hard to guard them in the half-court set as well.
Free throw, no. Alexis Brown. I'll actually throw Nia Johnson into that.
Yeah, she's been playing outstanding here this weekend.
Sydney Fields driving and scoring, dropping in that left-hand layup to push the lead to 3, 21-18. 3:48 to go. Smith giving Benjamin fits out front. Benjamin picked up a dribble, gives it to Avery. Avery back to Benjamin. The crowd from Jim is home. Look at Brown. Brown gives it off. Fortune layup, no. She'll go to the free throw line. They are teammates in high school. Fortune out of Morgan County High School, as is Alexis Brown. Fortune will go to the free throw line. 3:32 to go. Substitution now, Jernigan. Check it, that's not Jernigan, that's Asia Young. Young will come in for Fields. And Johnson will come in for Yasmin Avery, who got spot duty. Fortune at the free throw line. Free throw, good. (21-19). She split them. So here is Hunter. Hunter foul by Alexis Brown. Nope, offensive foul called. Excuse me, offensive foul called on the Hoopstars. On that screen. Johnson will come in, picked up by Jazz Smith. Johnson on the right wing to Benjamin. Benjamin now holds. Now Benjamin gonna attack all the way down the lane. Shot up, count it, and the foul to Shea Benjamin. And we talked about her and Brown, and there you see Johnson is out there with her. So they've got the floor spread with all 3 that can create. Fortune will come in. Farrar will go out. And Alana Davis is back in the contest. Benjamin at the free throw line. It is good, and they have the lead. Benjamin with 4 points. It's 22-21. More substitutions. Let's see. Tyra Johnson is back in for the Georgia Hoopstars. And then here is Samantha Pringle making an appearance out of Arabia Mountain High School, 5'6" in Snellville, Georgia. Here is Tyra Johnson into the forecourt. Goes between the rings. Now down the right side. Shot up. No. Traveling violation call before she went up. Sting will get it with a 1-point lead. They used a 9-0 run. They were trailing 14-5, a 9-0 run to tied at 14, and since then we've kind of went back and forth with the score in the lead. Alexis Brown goes around a Davis screen, hesitate going down the lane. Double dribble call. I didn't see a double right there.
She looked like she picked it up real quick, like she was going to pass it and then dropped it back.
It had to be quick. Brown is looking like she don't agree with it, Alexis Brown.
Sometimes you're so quick you don't even realize you do it.
I didn't see it. Fool me. If I'd have been the ref, it would have been playing through it. And one ref made the signal of carry or palming, and that could have possibly been it. Foul down here on this end now. Whistle's beginning to pick up just a little bit. 2:38 to go here, first half. 1-point game. It is the Sting in white leading 22-21 over the Georgia Hoopstars, who are in black. And the Hoopstars now will be going to the free throw line. Is this Jernigan at the free throw line?
Yes, it is.
Jernigan.
You can tell what's going to be one of the emphases, at least in Georgia high school basketball this year. It seems to be the away from the ball fouls, the moving screens, the moving the illegal ball screens, because so many teams are using that now. And that's why these officials are calling it so tight.
It's the growth of the game overall. Second free throw. Hits it anyway. Davis layup good. What's the old saying? Good D, better O. And a way to create there by Miss Brown, who dropped it off to Miss Davis. Now dribbling and kick over. Here's Janae Johnson. Johnson hard on the floor, driving across the lane, lost it, recovered by Jernigan. Kicks it back over. They now swing it back to Johnson. Johnson down to Jernigan. Jernigan holding it back over to Johnson. A three, short, no good. A full rebound up, no foul by Davis. She'll go to the free throw line. Two-point contest, 1:53 to go. Coach Will Avery goes and takes a seat. He was standing there momentarily, briefly. That free throw up and back iron, no, for Faustina Afua. Second free throw, Afua is good. Afua with 3 points in the contest. Is a 1-point game, 24-23, and Nia Johnson will walk it into the forecourt. Picked up by Young. Pass tipped out of bounds by Janae Johnson right there in front of Benjamin. So Benjamin will now look to inbound. Side out of bounds to Nia Johnson. Nia Johnson has it. She's worked on by Young. No count, though. Kicks it over to Benjamin, who came off a screen. Davis now wants to give Benjamin a screen and does. Steps in, a long two, good. Deshae Benjamin making it look somewhat easy. She has 6.
The growth and development of her game over the next 2 years is just going to be so fun to watch. So athletic, already so skilled right now, and so versatile.
Johnson driving, going high off the window. It's good. Janae Johnson, her first field goal in this contest. And we talk about Benjamin, led that Laney team to a championship last year, was a part of that 3A Laney team championship. So she'll be coming back as a sophomore with that experience, especially with everything she's gotten here this summer as well. Foul down low. Fortune was fouled, and she will go to the free throw line. 1-point game, under a minute, with 49 and 4/10 seconds. Joel Hillsman, Chris Watkins here with you. Glad that you're with us. SUV TV, hashtag PSB into the road from the Swanee Sports Academy in Swanee, Georgia. Fortune's free throw is up and in good. Selena Fortune, 6-foot, class of 2017 in Morgan County High School. Benjamin will take a seat. Yasmin Avery will check in now for the Georgia Sting.
Actually, I like that substitution by Coach Avery, getting Benjamin out here with 50 seconds left in the half. She already has 2 fouls. That way she doesn't pick up a cheap one here going into the half.
And can steal a few moments of rest. Second free throw good, lead up to 3. There's a long 3 there, no good. Rebound bumped around and falls into the hands of Janae Johnson, who puts it in the hoop. Johnson with 6 in his first half, 35 seconds to go. 1-point game. Nia Johnson into the forecourt. Dumps it down to Alana Davis. Davis stopped, gathers up in on a 4. She wanted the foul, didn't get it. She has really turned it on. Alana Davis now with 10 in the contest.
You know, we've been talking about her a lot this half, but what I really liked about Davis, she sealed and got Afua so deep inside that by the time she caught it, Afua couldn't be a defensive presence. You talk about with post players, when you're the offensive player posted up, you need to make the first contact. You don't need to allow the defensive player to be able to put their elbow in your back, and that's what she did right there. She made contact and got Faustine deep and was able to get the easy 2.
Always want to initiate the contact. You can tell that the interest in this game has grown now as the coaches have filled in and the spectators have filled in across this gym. Samantha Pringle, by the way, at the free throw line. She makes that first one, she'll have one more. It's a 2-point game with 14 and 2/10 seconds. Second free throw is good. From Pringle, 30-29. Johnson looked the inbound bad. It's stolen. Taken away by Young. Young now gives it over to Pringle. Pringle lost it. Johnson with the steal with 8 seconds into the forecourt. She's got Brown running with her. She doesn't see her. Johnson gonna peel it back out. 4 seconds. 3. There's Davis with 2. Davis spinning shot up. No, and we are at the half. 30-29. We are at the half. A 9-0 run to tied at 14 for the Sting. Put them in business as we take a look at a ProspectNation.com instant replay. Second half action underway between the Hoopstars and the Georgia Sting. Joe Hilsman back here with you, Swanee Sports Academy in Swanee, Georgia. A 1-point game at the half, 30-29. The Hoopstars working on offense there in the black. The Sting are in white. Johnson spinning shot, no. Rebound comes down to Alexis Brown. Brown into the forecourt, picked up by Johnson. Now swings it over to Benjamin. Benjamin between the rings. Benjamin now dumps it down low. Farrar, jumper off the window. Just a little kiss. That's all it is. Just a little kiss. Farrar with her first hoop, 6'1", out of Grovetown High School. And it is a 3-point game, feeding the post. They tried to get it a full. It was taken away. Here comes Simpson. Simpson running the break. Simpson stop. Foul line. Jumper. Back iron, no. Rebound going to come down to Tamisha Blue. Blue into the forecourt. Blue Gives it up ahead to Johnson. Johnson lost it now over to Hunter. Hunter, a long three, no. Rebound comes down to Alexis Brown. Here's Benjamin all the way. Benjamin, easy layup on the break, good. Deja Benjamin with 8 points out of Laney High School, and now they push their lead to 5. 34-29. Here's Hunter. Hunter now gets a screen from Afua. Afua gave her the screen, and the three ball was no good off of the front iron by Hunter. Now here's Brown. Alexis Brown will operate the offense for the Sting. She comes and peels the ball on the left side. Benjamin's got the advantage now. She's going to go to the block right on Blue and spin. Afua was coming with the help. Foul on the floor by Tamisha Blue. Benjamin will go to the line, ruled it a shooting foul. 5-point game, 34-29. Benjamin's first free throw is good. 9 points so far in the contest for Deja Benjamin. Alana Davis had 10 in that first half. Nia Johnson had. Back to action here as Brown chases her down. Sorry we lost you there just for a moment. 10-point game now. 41-31, the Georgia Sting taking on the Georgia Hoopstars, Joel Hilsman, and now I'm joined by the wonderful Coach Jonathan Hemingway. A long three by Fields. It is short, no good. Davis gets the rebound. The Simpsons pass. Long arms of the law by Field to deflect it away. Johnson, floater, up, no, back iron. 10-point game, 12:06 in Hemi. The Hoopstars got out to a nice little 9-point lead. And then the Sting made a 9-0 run that tied at 14, and since then it kind of went back and forth. 1-point game at the half, but here in the second half, the Sting has put some distance between.
Hey, thanks for the recap, Joel. Good to be with you here on Prospects Nation TV. We're actually on court 6 with Kyle Moore, Chris Hansen, watching British Columbia Elite, and Ace Koenig, the future North Carolina, NC State, going to play for Wes Moore. So I got over here for the second half. Let me tell you something. This is a national event, the premier exposure tournament in the country this weekend. But we are blessed to have two of the best programs in the state of Georgia facing off with one another right here. And on top of that, you see the nice dime there from Tyra Johnson. We've got two of the better post players in the state, in Elena Davis and Faustine Going. Turned his head, but hey, if you're going to call it on one end, you got to call it on the other.
William Avery, the head coach of this Georgia Sting bunch. J.D. Davis, the head coach of the Georgia Hoopstars bunch. The Hoopstars in black, they've got the ball, and they're running the offense with Tamisha Blue. Blue between the legs. Blue going to pull up a long two. Back iron, no. Rebound tip. Here comes Johnson. Nia Johnson working with it. Johnson on the break to Simpson. Simpson flipped it up. No, foul by Tamisha Blue.
Tough shot right there by Blue, and the problem with that shot, not necessarily the shot itself, but the timing. The ball hadn't been reversed. The Georgia Sting were in good position to rebound right there, and that's why the transition break started. You know, so when oftentimes when you talk about shot selection, it's not necessarily, you know, always who is taking the shot or even where they're taking the shot. It is, you know, in the course or the flow of the offense that is more important. And that one right there started a fast break for the Sting.
Janae Simpson makes the first free throw. She's out of Evans, Georgia, class of 2016, 5'10", Greenbrier High School. So Simpson will go through her free throw routine again. She's got a couple pretty dime drops today as well, and she makes both of them. So Simpson with 3 points. She's 3 of 4 from the line today, and here's Tamisha Blue into the forecourt. 6:40 to go. Joel Hilsman, Jonathan Hemingway, Swanee Sports Academy. It's the end of the road. Hashtag PSB, end of the road right here. SUV TV and ProspectNation.com. Jazz Smith into the contest. Jazz goes around in the full screen. A three, well off, no good. Somebody closed the door. Off to the left in a 5-point game.
Listen, you have to know what your strengths are if you're the Hoopstars. You have Kamara Harris out there and Faustine Afua on the interior. You're going to have the size advantage nearly every time You got to go inside. You've had back-to-back possessions now where you're taking jumpers. Got to go inside.
Yeah, got to go inside, and they've got all of that out there. That field is out there as well. Jumper by Simpson. Good. Step right into it, confidence and poise, and found the bottom of the net.
Simpson showing the versatility, huh? Posted
Very
up,
much.
Coming off the ball screen, hitting the pull-up jumper.
And has ran the break in the first half.
Yeah, like Simpson's game.
There's a jumper by Field, no good. Rebound comes down to Alexis Brown. We're under 6 minutes, a 7-point game. 50-43 across the Nia Johnson. Ooh, move on Jazz. Shot over Afua, no. Rebound come down the field. Field now gets it up ahead. Here's Hunter. Hunter will peel it back, double dribble. Undecisive about what she wanted to do on that break.
Listen, Joel, it was 45-43. About 7-8 minutes to go in this game. 3 contested jumpers later, and now a turnover, and we've got a 7-point game. The Hoopstars have got to turn it around here.
They've got to. Jazz Smith is into the contest, as well as Kristen Hunter, and then you got the trees in there. Harris, Field, and Afua, but they feed it to Davis. An attack and a foul on Afua. Simpson fed that post to Alana Davis, who was not bothered by Miss Faustine Afua at all.
See what the Sting are doing. They know where their bread and butter is.
Yep.
Go inside to the big girl. Draw the fouls on Faustine and some of the others, and you really put a lot of pressure on your opponent when you put the ball inside. You get those one-on-one matchups rather than settling for the jumpers. And hey, eventually the double team will come, and then that's when you kick it out, and your perimeter jump shooters can shoot it.
Cross Creek High School, Augusta, Georgia, 6'2", class of 2017. Alana Davis, she's filling it up, 14 points so far as we come up on 5 minutes. You mentioned 45-43. It was a 12-4 run to cut it to 2, and now the Hoopstars have given up the Sting. It is a 7-0 run since then. Smith feeds it in to Harris to Afua. Afua puts it on the floor now to Field. Field off the dribble and bad pass and a turnover. Johnson on the break. She's got Brown with her all the way. Left hand layup. No. Brown following. Put it back. That's why you keep running the break. Cleaning up with the help. Her first field goal for Alexis Brown. Hunter swings it over the Field. Field going to attack the left baseline. Dropped it off to Faustine Afua and a foul. Alana Davis may get hit with the foul. She didn't like it. She thought she had good defense. No, they're going to give it to Farrar.
Good drive along the baseline there by Sydney Fields, Parkview High School, 26-16, an available prospect. I like her game. First look I've had at Fields, you know, she has the height, the length to be able to, you know, play on the interior, but she's one of those, you know, you would classify as a swing forward. You know, you put her in the corner, she can drive it, showing the ability to find the open player there. Good minutes there from Fields.
Janae Johnson has checked in for the Georgia Hoopstars.
Oh no.
Layup good from the Sting.
Defensive breakdown. That's defense 101. You got to know who you're guarding, and the Hoopstars weren't able to do it, and they just gave up a wide open layup.
Jumper by Johnson, back iron, no, it did not get the roll. Rebound hit the floor, and Johnson's gonna get it. And then her and Farrar collide. I think they'll be okay.
That's a one thing about both of these young ladies, Johnson and Farrar. They're both high energy kids. They're gonna go full throttle, and I think Farrar shook up a little bit here.
Yeah, she may be.
Yeah, better safe than sorry here. She's got a concussion. She needs to be looked at.
I couldn't tell, though. It did look like if her and Johnson both bang heads there. All right, 56-44 coming up on 4 minutes ago. Please disregard the score that is on your screen. I will keep you updated on that. Hunter with a jumper. She knocked it in.
Good looking jumper there from the Parkview senior, Kirsten Hunter. Had a chance to work with her at the EVA Super 64 camp. The consistency on her jumper in recent years has really come along. You see her going off the ball screen with her left hand and knocking that down. Coming back the other direction, I think Jasmine Smith's going to get hit with the foul.
Yeah, she will. Jasmine Smith, Collins Hill High School, class of 2016, 5-5. 3:44 to go, 56-46. The Sting with the lead, and Johnson is at the free throw line. They are in white, and the first one is good from Miss Johnson, who has been quiet here in the second half. Class of 2016, 5-7 in Washington County High School, Sandersville, Georgia. And I talked about Sandersville and the athletes they put out over the years in that neck of the woods. Tennell, Georgia, all of those areas down there in Washington County. That is 13 points in the game for Johnson. She makes both. It's a 12-point game, 58-46. Shot no good by Hunter. Rebound to Davis, gives it over to Johnson, and now Jazz Smith will get hit with the foul. So the last 3:30, the lead is up to 12, 58-46. Afua, Smith, Johnson, Hunter, and Jernigan, the five on the floor for the Hoopstars, who are in black. And it'll be Fortune, Davis, Johnson, Simpson, and Benjamin, the five on the floor for the Sting. They are in white, and Johnson is settling in at the free throw line. First free throw, no. On the 1-and-1, no good. Jernigan with the rebound over to Smith. Gonna have to make a run right now, down by 12 and less than 3.5 to go are the Hoopstars. Smith, a long left corner three, no. Rebound, Johnson fighting and tried to save it, saved it right to Fortune of the Sting. Gives it over to Benjamin. Benjamin hard dribbles over to Johnson, who crosses the timeline and slows it up with 3:07 to go. 58-46, and a timeout called by the Georgia Sting. They lead 58-46. Please disregard the score on the screen. We'll get that worked out for you. I got you here. That's what they teach you. Time and score. Time and score. Time and score. And the time is 3 minutes and 4 seconds, 58-46 as we are in a timeout. Peach State basketball, hashtag PSB, end of the road. Joel Hillsman, Jonathan Hemingway, glad that you're with us here at SUV TV, Swanee Sports Academy in Swanee, Georgia. Checking some quick numbers, Janae Johnson up with 11 points for the Hoopstars. Afua has 6, Sydney Fields has 8, Tyra Johnson has 9, Kirsten Hunter with 5, Benjamin with 15 for the Sting. Alana Davis is up to 14, Johnson is up to 13. So here's the inbound to Benjamin. It's a 12-point game, 58-46. Technically, it has been a 13-3 run since it was a 2-point game. Here's a turnover now. Here's Tyra Johnson. Johnson going to hesitate, going to attack down the lane, and a foul may be called on Selena Fortune out of Morgan County. 6 feet, class of 2017.
Saw the block shot there, the previous possession by Faustine. There's a reason why she's cut her list to 3. LSU, Florida State, and Texas A&M. All three have been in to watch her. You see Benjamin getting that fast break lay-in.
Euro stepping to the hoop.
But Faustine, one of the premier shot blockers in the country, 6'5", and has done it very well over the past year.
Blues layup, no good, and here's Johnson back this way on the break with the left hand high up, no good. Field with the rebound, long pass up ahead to Tamisha Blue. Blue will go cross court. Johnson is able to tip that pass 60-46. They've opened it up with 2:09 to go, have the Georgia Sting. What was that list? A&M, Florida State, and LSU?
That's correct,
Okay.
Unless I'm mistaken.
You gotta love what Nikki Caldwell is doing out at LSU, though.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Inbound now for the Hoopstars. Young is into the contest. Hands it over to Tyra Johnson. Down by 14 and attacking on Brown, and Brown reached and got the foul. 2:01 to go. So the lead has opened up 60-46. And quite frankly, that's a 15-3 run after a 12-4 Hoopstar run to cut it to 2 at 45-43. Johnson at the free throw line, front iron, no. Simpson the rebound for the Sting. And here's Brown into the forecourt, picked up by Blue over to Benjamin. Benjamin had to go to the bench with foul trouble, but still has had a productive afternoon scoring the basketball. Dump it down on the post to Davis, spin, block. That's what you're talking about. That wasn't Faustina Fuoro there in on that block. That was Christina Massey out of Shiloh High School in Snellville, Georgia, class of 2016. She's whistled for the foul at 6'1". So Alana Davis now will go to the free throw line. $14 points on the day for Davis. Make it 15. She swishes the free throw. Lead continues to balloon up to 15 now, 61-46. Free throw, good. Davis with her free throw routine, just dropping him in there one after another. Here comes Johnson back this way. Hoopstars cut it to 2, and then the Sting just decided to take over. Johnson, quick attack, release jumper is no good, out of bounds. It will stay with the Hoopstars. 90 seconds to go in the contest. And the Hoopstars inbounding underneath their own basket. And a whistle underneath the foul, maybe on Benjamin. Benjamin just kind of walks away. Tamisha Blue will be going to the free throw line. Forest Park, Georgia. And Benjamin will come on out. Yasmin Avery will take her place. Avery, class of 2018, Greenbrier High in Evans, Georgia. Basketball is a game of runs, and each team made a run. And the last run that was made by Georgia Sting opened it up. Free throw, no good, but the rebound, Young puts year as well. In the backcourt, and a timeout call by the bench. Coach Avery calls the timeout. J.D. Davis running the Georgia Hoopstars, Will Avery running the Georgia Sting. And we are under a minute with 58 and 16 seconds. It is 62-48. We are glad that you have been with us here. 3 more games today on the network, SUV TV, ProspectNation.com. Hoopstars will break out and try to finish this game. It was that last run that was made, 45-43. Cut it to 2, a 12-4 run. And from there, all Sting. Inbound pass was deflected, and it will be a turnover. Tamisha Blue with the steal over the field. Layup good. Sydney Fields with the hoop.
One thing that you've got to give credit to these Hoopstars is that they're going to play hard until the final buzzer. And right out of this timeout, they force a steal, get the lay-in. Now applying a little backcourt pressure here.
Samantha Pringle and Tamisha Blue with that pressure, but they easily get it across with Alexis Brown, who gives it over to Simpson. Simpson tried to feed the post. There's a turnover. Coming back this way, here's Asia Young. Young gonna go with the right hand down the right lane. Stop, shot up, no. Out of bounds, off of the Hoopstars, and it will come over to the Sting, 62-50, a 12-point game with 33 seconds remaining.
Got a whole series of Prospects Nation TV broadcasts on the way, right, Joel?
That's right.
All afternoon long here at Sewanee Sports Academy. The end of the road championships, and like I said, 90 teams, the premier tournament in the United States on this weekend.
A 5-second call on Brown from the defense from Tamisha Blue. Yeah, PSB end of the road championship Sunday, and it has been very fun. There is a jumper by Young, no good. No, Young gets that rebound, excuse me. That was Pringle with the missed jumper, and it will go over to the Sting. So the final 11 seconds, 11 and 9, 10 seconds remaining, and it will be the game-ending run by the Sting that made the difference. They made the run early to get back in the contest, a 9-0 run, and then The Hoopstars made a 12-4 run to pull within 2, but the final run was made by the Sting, the decisive one, as they will run out the clock, and Avery's shot will not count. 62-50, the final score as the Sting defeat the Georgia Hoopstars. Alana Davis had a